friends, hope you're doing good. This video is going to explain more about supply chain key matrices. We know that every organization having supply chain function inside, it measures certain performance matrices, and those are critical to any businesses to well understand how functions are performing. Supply chain function has gained a huge importance, especially post 1980s, and companies have realized that performance of supply chain function plays a key role in success of organization like growth, profits, cost reduction, efficiency, and also goodwill for organization. This video is explaining some key indicators that are globally used by many known organizations to track and monitor their supply chain performance. Before we jump into these matrices, it is important that you understand that these matrices will give you brief idea about how matrices are measured and for what purpose. However, companies may have named these matrices in different name or different ways of calculations because each company, based on their product nature or business environment, might change some formulas, parameters, or maybe a period of data to be collected for the calculations. Now let's have a basic introduction of the topic. This topic will explain you around 15 performance indicators which are distributed among key functions of supply chain as shown in the table. Like we are going to cover demand planning, we are going to cover procurement and material planning, inventory management, and distribution management. So let's start with the demand planning. So before we go into the demand planning matrices, let's understand the basic of demand planning. Demand planning is the process of forecasting the demand for product or services so it can be produced and delivered more efficiently to the customers. Demand planning is considered as very essential step in the supply chain planning, and this plays very vital role in making sure that inventories are balanced, supply and demand are balanced. So let's start with the first matrix, which is named as forecast error. So forecast error is indicator used to understand the performance of previously done forecasting of consumption pattern when compared to actual consumption happened in particular period of time. And hence, one of the way to check the quality of demand forecast is to calculate the forecast error. Forecast error is simply deviation of actual demand from the forecasted demand. If you can calculate the level of error in your previous demand forecast, you can factor these into future ones and make the relevant adjustments to your planning. Let's see different formulas that are used to calculate the forecast performances. The first is forecast error, which is simply forecast error is equal to absolute of actual demand minus forecasted demand divided by actual demand. Make sure the division has to be always with actual demand, and this is multiplied with 100 because it is calculated in percentage. In a normal business situation, ideally forecast error has to be as low as possible to represent good performance of the forecasting team. The next matrix on other side is forecast accuracy. So forecast accuracy in demand planning team, they are measuring it because forecast accuracy is one of the key performance matrices, and it is crucial when managing short shelf life products such as fresh foods. However, other products such as slow movers with long shelf life are also concerned with forecast accuracy. So forecast accuracy is measured as forecast accuracy is equal to, it is maximum of either 0 or 100% minus forecast error percentage. So in an ideal situation, forecast accuracy has to be as more as possible to represent business is performing good.